Hey everybody, welcome to At the Vice with Andy from Creek Chicken Outfitters. Today we're going to do another fly tying video, and this one we are going to tie a scud using dubbing, a number 12 fire hole hook. Let's see, there we go. Number 12 barbless with a 2.8mm tungsten bead. So here we go. We're going to be using a Vivas 8/0 gold thread. Tie it on here. Just get a base wrap going. Down to about right there. So I'm going to kind of get a nice base here. Go back behind the bead. Make just a little bit of a ramp. Not real important on this one. And we're going to come in right away with our gold wire. Or no, this is copper colored wire today. If I can get it right. Hey, I never said I was the best fly tying host on earth, but I try. I'll tie it back to the same place where we ended our thread. Wrap that wire in really good. And come in, let's trim off our tag end here. Discard that. All right, got that good base. We're going to go back to the back of the hook again. Get back here close. Try not to cut our thread off with the hook barb there. Then we're going to come in with some tan dubbing. So let me pick a little bit of dubbing here. And we want to be kind of generous with the dubbing on this one because we want the body to be, fairly substantial. I'm going to come in here and wrap this. You guys probably can't see a lot of this dubbing wrap because I want you to be able to see up close what's going on. Maybe I'll try to fix that at some point. Do a little bit wider shot. So okay, we got our dubbing noodle. We're gonna wrap this thing. Our little excess there. Start toward the back, and we're gonna work our way slowly toward the front. Got a good sized body going here. I'm going to taper that just a little bit and go back a few wraps there. And I'm going to whip finish this thing. 4 good whips. And we're going to cut it because we are essentially done with that color. So now what we're going to do is get our handy little hackle pliers. Hold on to our wire with. Come around and we're going to spin this is how we do in our segmented body. We're going to kind of try to taper this thing just a bit. Kind of see what's going on there. A little bit wider spacing than on a midge when you're wrapping the wire. And we get up and go around the bead, and we're going to leave it hang there. So we come back with our red thread. Go a few wraps in front here. Go back. Gonna wrap around our copper wire and make sure it's very secure. Like that. Come in and cut off our excess. Being careful not to cut our usable thread. Do a few more securing wraps over our copper wire. Okay. We'll come in and try to spin off our wire. There it goes. So we'll come back in. We're going to wrap red fairly thick around the base of this bead here. Build it up a little bit, and then we're almost done with thread. So we'll come in now, whip finish that off. A nice good whip and finish. Cut our tag, yeah, well, cut our thread in. So now it's a little different because we want that scud to look kind of buggy with legs. So we come, this is actually a mascara brush that my lovely wife donated to the cause. So we're going to brush this dubbing down on both sides here. Come up underneath it and kind of scrub it a little bit and get some of those fibers loose. Just kind of, you can do this however you choose. Some people use like a brass gun cleaning bore brush, which works. So you can see that thing looks kind of buggy. So we're going to come in, and how I do the red, I got this old school red marker right here, and I'm going to put a red stripe right down the back of this thing to give it a little color there. And that kind of blends in with the red head. And then we're going to take our Solar Res. For those of you who, that's Solar Res UV Cure. Stuff's awesome. And this is the thin. But it cures clear and hard. So we're going to come in with it. We're going to put just a bit on the thread here. And this takes a couple of different steps. So I want to coat a little bit going back here, and this kind of mimics almost like a little shell. Come across here and just kind of paint a little bit of it. And we don't want that hanging out there, so just a really light coat of Solar Res. Come in with our UV torch. I finally bought a good one, so that bad boy is powerful and it cures quick. Alright, maybe don't want to cure it all the way hard, and just come in lightly with my finger and brush it and see if I can't break off some of the fibers there, because I want to wind up kind of with a smooth shell. So come back again, go back, you can kind of see it coming. There we go. And this will actually start to smooth out. Yep, there we go. That looks pretty good. So we'll come on back in and cure that second coat with the UV. This time we're going to cure it all the way. Just make sure it's nice and cured. Yep. You can actually smell the resin, the reaction. So what I'm also going to do, just for durability of this thing, I'm going to come in right here on the back side of the threads with a very small amount of resin. That secures our threads in place that tie everything together, and that fly, other than a fish tearing into it, is kind of indestructible. Cure this thing good. But you can get a good idea. That looks like a little buggy shell right there. See that? And you got the segment from the wire going on. Frilly legs, and they kind of conceal the hook somewhat. But anyway, that there is our little resin scud. You can come back with your brush, and that looks pretty leggy, so I'm going to leave it alone. So there you have it. There's my little quick resin scud on a number 12 barbless scud nymph hook. And we'll see how that thing works. Looks nasty to me. It looks like a fish would eat that thing up. So, hey, thanks for watching. Tight lines and God bless.